Hi, I'm Laura Newsom, and today I'm going to be talking about how we can use games to enhance library instruction. We're going to be doing this through the lens of Charlotte Danielson's framework for learning. So first, we're going to look at what she says about instruction. And she says, accomplished teachers engage their students in meaningful work which carries significance beyond the next test and which can provide the skills and knowledge necessary for answering important questions or contributing to important projects. And what I really want to focus on here is that we are looking beyond the next test. We're looking beyond the course and beyond school, and we're really trying to teach skills and knowledge that the students will be able to take with them for the rest of their lives and use whenever they're reading an article or doing any research. And so, how can we use games to do this? So, first, we really have to look at what is a game. This is the Oxford English Dictionary definition, and it really can be broken down into the components of a game include some sort of play and fun. There's some sort of competition or contest involved. There are a set of rules that have to be followed, and we're going to ignore the strength and good luck part here and really focus on there's a skill that the player needs to have in order to succeed in the game. And how do we do this? There's game mechanics, which are essentially the ways in which the players interact with the game. I'm not going to go into this too much here. Board Game Geek has some really great resources and breaks down different game mechanics on their website, and I'm going to put that in the resource page so you can look at it later. But once you understand what game mechanics are and how they can be used, you can really start to figure out how to use games for instruction for other purposes. So the first component of instruction in Danielson's framework is communicating with students, and this is where games are what they're really all about. There's clear expectations, there's a goal, there's rules, directions, and procedures. Everything is explained, and you can really connect the rules and the procedures to the real life skills that you're trying to teach. And there are a lot of different modes of communication. We're talking to each other, we're reading rules, we're looking at images, and so it really encompasses a lot of different ways of communicating and a lot of different ways of teaching. The next component is questioning and discussion. And here I'm going to use this game Seek, which was developed by librarians at the University of Huddersfield in the UK. And they developed it to teach information literacy skills. It's a card game, it has really high quality questions and questions about what are relevant terms in this sentence and how can we broaden this term? What are some synonyms that we can use? So it really gets kids thinking, and you can also download a blank template and have the kids write their own questions or customize it to whatever you want to teach in your class. Everybody participates, everybody is asking questions, everybody is answering questions, and it's a really great way to get everybody involved and invested in the information literacy skills that they're trying to learn. Um, Engaging students in learning is really where games can shine, because if nothing else, they're engaging. So here I'm using Pandemic as an example. This is a popular commercial game. The players play collaboratively, working for the CDC, trying to eradicate a disease that's spreading through the world. And each player has a different skill set, a different job. And so really what they're doing is they're analyzing, they're evaluating a problem, they're working together to come up with a method for attacking the problem. They're using different skills, using different resources that are appropriate. AASL says that students should engage in an inquiry-based research process by applying critical thinking skills, which include analysis, synthesis, evaluation, and organization, to information and knowledge in order to construct new understandings, draw conclusions, and create new knowledge. This is exactly what we're doing in this board game. There are a lot of instructional materials. The students really have to understand how to play the game, what they're doing in order to succeed. They have to work together. They have to analyze everything and think very critically. So this is a really great way to teach students these skills, these ways of thinking, these ways of attacking a problem in a very engaging, fun way that can then be applied and carried over in the future. The last component is assessment. And this is really where games are really easy to use because you can just use them quiz show type games. Here is the radar challenge. As we all know, radar stands for rationale, authority, date, accuracy, and relevance. And so the students can go in and read a short article and then be quizzed about where are the sources coming from? Is there a bias? Did the author prove the point they set out to prove? And so they, in this fun game, competitive kind of way, are able to assess, are they understanding these concepts? Are they getting this? And the teachers are able to look and see where the students are maybe not understanding things and work on that a little bit more. So and there's a ton of games out there that you can use for assessment specifically. Um, and so this is a really great one. It's free, it's up online. And to bring it all together, uh, Bernd Becker wrote an article about using video games in instruction, and he states that there are these components and skills that you learn while playing a video game, which can also apply to playing a board game, that are necessary for research. They're necessary for information literacy. My main focus here is on frustration. It's really easy in a classroom for a student to not get something immediately, to fail at something their first try and just give up. And in a game, it's really built in that you don't do that. You go back and you keep trying, you try different methods, you practice until you get it right, until you can move on to the next level. And I think that's a really vital thing that we can be teaching our students through games. So here are some additional resources. I'm going to put these in the comments or somewhere in the video so that you can actually look at them. And here are some references. And I hope that you all are able to find games that you can use in your instruction and really get creative, have fun, and good teaching.